What is up, people? Happy Monday. As you may know, although this will be coming out in a week or so, so hopefully I would be better by then, but as you saw in the last video, I've been in hospital. They thought it was appendicitis. I'm still not sure at this current time. It's appendicitis. They're leaning towards and they're treating it currently as, they can see I've had an ovarian cyst burst and it's caused an infection, so they're hoping it's that. But they can see I've got a lot of fluid on my right hand side of my abdomen, and that, according to the consultant, usually signals like inflammation, and I've still got a lot of pain. They wanted me to stay in. I was like, no. I don't really want surgery unless I've got to have it, really. You know, they're being nice. They've hot me up on painkillers, although I haven't taken any this morning because I'm driving, so I'm kind of having to grin and bear it in a minute. And antibiotics to see if that helps resolve anything, but if not, then I might have to go under, which I'm not looking forward to. But nevertheless, we're going to get a light training session in. I won't be going heavy. I'm not going to be breaking any PRs this week, just purely because I still can't really brace or kind of do much of anything really, but I'm going stir crazy. I need to get out. The gym's not just kind of, you know, health and fitness, yay. It's kind of more than my mental health as well. And that's took a really big hit the last week. We've been in hospital and there's been a lot going on, a lot of stress. So I'm just kind of wanting to get back to some kind of normality and distract myself. It's been a bit shit, but it is what it is. I've got to get through it. But if you see me making this face or look like I'm about to I look like I'm constipated, I'm in pain. I'm just got to get through it. I've took ibuprofen and paracetamol, but I can't take anything strong until I'm home. Don't do what I do. I know I'm very stupid. I should not be training, but I'm a very stubborn person and I need a bit of normality to distract myself. Yeah, just while I'm kind of feeling very low. It's stupid. Don't do it. We've got upper, so we're going to do a bit of chest, back and shoulders. I'm still sticking to my plan. I just can't really go heavy-ish, you know. Certain exercises I can't do, but we'll kind of work for that as I get through it. I'm meant to have legs tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be training tomorrow anyway because of how I feel. If I can just get one session, it sets me up and I feel a bit better. But first leg session, leg A with hip thrusts, I'm definitely not going to be doing because I can't have anything like kind of on my abdomen at the moment. It's about having like, you know, 150 kilogram kind of strapped to your abdomen. It's probably not going to be in my best interest right now, unless you want to see me ugly cry. I've done a lot of that because, you know, the past couple of weeks. I'll admit it. But yeah, so I'm just trying to, everything feels a bit out of control at the moment, so I'm just trying to focus on controlling what I can. So that's kind of just going into the gym. I can't control kind of the weight at the minute and kind of going heavy, so I'm just going to kind of control, you know, how it feels, the tempo, the form, the PR, you know, the kind of mind-to-muscle connection. So it's kind of looking for a silver lining in all this bullshit. You might be kind of under the weather or whatever recently. If you are, watch this. I'll make you feel better because you're definitely going to see this face in me in pain a lot. But I'm just sick of being ill. November 2023, I had meningitis. I was hospitalised. Then, the following September, it always seems to happen, like, the start of autumn. Why? Following September, I had a pulmonary embolism, so I had a blood clot in the lung. Although only minor, very small, I wasn't, you know, ridiculously ill. Well, I was ill, but, you know, it didn't hospitalise me or anything. I did have to go to the hospital, but I'm fine now. And now this. Maybe I should just like hibernate from like August until November, December. Because this ain't on. But yeah, I've had my fair share of bad luck. So I've got to laugh, otherwise I'll cry. But I'm feeling genuinely, like, I'm feeling very unwell in myself at the moment. So if I sound like kind of very slow, like almost like I'm hopped up. Usually I am hopped up on painkillers the last few days, but I'm not currently. But I'm still feeling like not myself. I'm feeling very sick. It's been making me sick, the infection or whatever it is. And anyway, I'm going to stop fucking rambling. Wow, I'm going to have to cut a lot of that out. Anyway, we're going to the gym. Don't judge me for how light I'm going to be training because I have got the strength of a Victorian child right now. And I feel like it. And I look like it. But yeah, let's go to the gym. So, as you know, I've started a new series. I've rode back to 100 kilogram bench. Though we're not going to get that today, how I feel. But this is going to be episode 2. So we're starting off with unilateral lateral raise, just to get me nice and warmed up, and then we're going to move on to the first chest exercise.
It's like clockwork, how it always ends. Bite my tongue, 'cause I have to pretend. Buried on my feelings, find them in a coffin, but there's no space for healing or letting you in.
Alright, so this is where the bench part begins. So we're starting off with dumbbell bench press. We're going for 4 sets of 8 to 10 RPE 7. So I want to stop, and I've got roughly around 4 left in the tank. I've warmed up. I ain't going to be going heavy. I've definitely not got the strength today. But let's get to it. So we're moving on to some like pull down. Mag grip definitely hits different. This is the only gym I've actually tried that's actually got them, and they hit different, and it's wonderful, and I'm very spoiled and I love it. But a cue that's definitely helped me is kind of try and think about driving your elbows into your hips, and you'll find rather than just pulling with your biceps, you'll find if you think about driving with your elbows, you're going to engage your lat a lot more and use your actual lat to pull down rather than almost turning it into like a bicep curl movement. So yeah, try it if you struggle, and I definitely feel my back and my lats a lot more when doing that. Right, so I'm doing an upper back row now. I should say upper back focus row, and I'm actually trying it out on this C curve. This is Precor USA. I've not actually seen one of these before, but it's like a C curve, and it's more to kind of keep your upper back reared out to trap area, and I suppose it does your lats as well. But obviously it's more for upper back bias, and yeah, I'm trying to really kind of like wrap my scapular around at the moment, and with the way this machine is, I can kind of do that without kind of putting myself at a higher risk of pulling anything or tweaking something, which is very, very likely with me. Right, so session done. I'm going to do a somewhat pump check. My physique isn't amazing at the moment. I'm holding a lot of water because of the infection and the antibiotics. But it is what it is. I'm being real with you guys, so let's see where we're at. So yeah, that is the session done. I haven't got much more in me, to be honest, so I'm going to leave it at that today. I'm here, I've ticked the boxes, I've done what I can. I need to go home and take some painkillers. I'm in very, very a lot of pain. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and follow if you haven't already. Every follow goes to these baby arms. Get in the gym if you haven't been to the gym. I'm here, so I hope I can at least motivate you to get to the gym. If I can do it in my state, you can go when you're well. So yeah, see you at some point in the week for maybe a little light leg session.